So I wanted to create the video on this concept of fighting obesity, okay, and winning the war over obesity. What actually does this mean anyway? We have a war against obesity. If you take a look at what they say, it's genetics, okay, or they're lazy, or people need more exercise, or they need to eat less calories. How are we going to fight genetics? Or people need more exercise? Are we going to actually have a battle and force people to do that? I mean, it doesn't make sense. Or maybe we could just do more research and develop a pill or a drug to help you lose weight, or block your ability to consume calories. That might work, right? And they say it's a very complex topic, and we need more research, we need more funding. Realize this, guys. This is a carefully crafted PR strategy to distract you from the real cause. There is way, way too much money involved. 1.7 trillion. That is just in the food and beverage industry alone. They co-sponsor government research. They have millions of dollars to lobbyists. So it's simply a distraction off the real cause of the problem, which is people are consuming excess sugar and they're eating too frequently. They're having too many snacks. They're eating every 3 hours, and that's increasing insulin. Let me show you. An average person consumes 31 teaspoons of sugar every single day in the US. I'm sure it's similar in other countries, but in the US, we consume a lot of sugar. The normal amount that our body should have would be 1 teaspoon of sugar, okay? But your body can actually make that from other things. You don't have to consume any sugar to have that 1 teaspoon of sugar. So normal sugar is 82. This means, okay, 1 teaspoon of sugar in your blood. But here's the question. You go to the doctor and your blood sugars are normal, yet you're eating a lot of sugar. Why is that? Because of insulin. The hormone insulin is lowering your blood sugar. So an average person has massive amounts of insulin in their bloodstream. Is it ever tested? Never. You would have to do this test right here called HOMA-IR, and that measures insulin and insulin resistance. I highly recommend you test that, because if you're actually struggling with weight especially, chances are it's very, very high. So this goes on for a period of 10 years. You have normal blood sugars, but you have all the other complications. You have a belly fat, you might have a fatty liver, you might get high blood pressure, you might have high cholesterol, you might have vision problems, you might have tiredness after you eat, you might have bladder issues, trying to retain urine through the night because you're peeing every 3 hours. So after 10 years, you become a pre-diabetic. Why? Because you lose this function of insulin. It doesn't work anymore because you're developing so much insulin resistance, it becomes ineffective. So you're pre-diabetic, okay? And then you become a diabetic. And so this is where you get treated, right here. But this is the first thing that occurs right here. This is why we're fat. This hormone converts carbs to fat, okay? It just turns the carbohydrates actually into fat. So a much better way to win the war against obesity is to understand obesity. And this right here is the simplicity of exactly what's going on that is causing the obesity. And no, it's not all genetics. You're not lazy. You don't need more exercise. You may need less carbohydrate calories. You don't need a pill. And lastly, it's actually very simple once you understand what causes it. So don't hold your breath on any new research coming down the pike with the cause of obesity. And just focus on eliminating this right here, and this will come to the normal range, and you can start reverting some of these problems right here. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. So if you want to get notified with all my content, click the notification bell next to subscribed.